In the era of COVID-19, we need an app that's not going to burn a hole in our wallets. That's why today I'm going to cover a video editor that is free, and it's called Viamaker. Starting with the menu below, when you select any clip on the timeline, it will bring up the edit menu. Here you can split your clip, you can adjust the track speed, you can adjust the volume level, and you can add animations. You can add animations to the in-out positions, and you have 30 options to choose from. You can add fade ins or zoom ins, you can add slides, rotate, wiper, puzzle, and swing options. You can also adjust the duration of the transitions if you want a smoother effect. You can also choose combo, which will add the animation throughout the duration of the clip. Other options under the edit menu include the ability to delete the clip, transform the clip, which allow you to mirror the clip, rotate the clip, and or crop the clip to a specific aspect ratio, or to do it freely. You can add a mask to your clips in the form of different shapes, and as you continue to scroll over, you'll see that you have other options, including the ability to replace a clip, add filters, make adjustments, adjust the opacity, beautify clips, add voiceover effects, reverse a clip, and add a freeze frame. Under the audio menu, you can add soundtracks, which are arranged thematically. You can also choose from the recommended recordings that are available, and you can choose from your favorites, which you create by selecting a star next to the recording that you like, and you can import your own music from your Apple iTunes library. You can also choose from tons of audio effects, which are arranged thematically across the menu bar. You can extract sound from a video file that you have in your library, and finally you can add voiceovers or narrations to your projects. Next is the text menu. Inside the text editor, you can add text or add stickers. Let's add text first. And after you add text, you can then go along the menu here and go to style. And here in style, you can actually change font styles. And then down below, you can also choose different options for outlines or background colors. You can also customize this even further down below by choosing text to change the text color, choosing stroke to change the stroke color, changing the background color in case you want to do that, adding a shadow effect, which you can control the opacity. You can also adjust the spacing of the text and change the alignment. Next to style is the effects option, and here you can add more of an artistic kind of effect to your text. I'll scroll through so you can see all the options. You can also add speech bubbles to your text, and I'll scroll through so you can see some of the options here. And you have the option to add animations, and there are quite a number of animations to choose from, and once again you can add them to the in-out positions as well as loop them. I'll just go through and select a few. Won't go through all of them because there are quite a number of them, but this is kind of give you an idea of the range of options that you have available. You can also control the speed of your animation, so if you want your text to come in smoother, you can do that. I really love the loop option though. Here the text will loop continuously. This is pretty fun if you have a fun animated text like the one I just chose. So by choosing loop, your text will just loop continuously over and over again. There can obviously be some pretty good uses for something like this. And of course you can add stickers. And there are quite a number of options to choose from, starting with these emoji options here. But I'm going to go ahead and just swipe through them so you can kind of get an idea. You'll see that maybe half of them are animated stickers. The icons kind of represent a thematic change in options. And I won't keep you too long in this because stickers are pretty abundant. Some of them are really a lot of fun though. And I love having a lot of options with stickers. Just a pretty cool feature. There are only a few apps out that actually integrate stickers and animated GIFs into your videos. There aren't too many video editors that allow you to add GIFs. Now what's really nice too, I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way back to the beginning, because you can also add your own GIFs. So if you're really into GIFs and you collect them and you keep a library of them, or you just simply find something on the web that you want to add it to your library, and then go check this picture icon and just bring that right into your project. Here's one I actually downloaded from the web, and I can add this right to my project. I'll go ahead and play this back so you can see what the sticker animations look like. Overlays function as pips, or picture in picture, which enables you to overlay any media file that you want, whether it's an image or a video or an animated GIF. So I'm going to go ahead and just go to my library and bring in a video. In this case, here's a pre-recorded video that I made for this video. I'm going to bring that in, and as you can see, you can pinch and zoom to adjust the size. You can reposition the video, and there's a menu along the bottom that enables you to make the same adjustments as I demonstrated earlier. The one thing I am going to demonstrate though, so that you can see specifically how it works, is the mask feature and the main track feature. So with main track, you can actually move an overlay to the main track just by simply selecting that menu, and as you can see, it moves that file up to the main timeline. With the mask feature, you can add different shapes to mask out your image: rectangles, circles, squares, hearts, and stars. In this case, I'm going to use the circle option. I'm going to use my fingers to pinch and zoom so that I can position it accordingly. It looks pretty good to me. And then you just click the check mark at the bottom when you're done, and now you can resize and reposition that mask anywhere you want. There are lines that appear around it, but those lines will not appear in your final video. And similar to what I demonstrated earlier, I can add an animation to this cutout. So if I wanted it to zoom in or come in from the side or rotate or what have you, of course I can adjust the duration. Okay, let's move on to the effects menu. As you can see, under effects you have a wide variety of options. The categories include basic, shadow, dreamy, party, retro, texture, comic, split, nature, and frame. Let me just go ahead and just share a few of them with you so you can just see some of the effects that come with it. This is basic here. Some pretty nice options. Let's move on to shadow. And dreamy. As you can see, some pretty nice options here. I can add a lot of fun to your video clips. And then there's party. These are really cool. I love these. There's also retro. And there is texture. And there's comic. Some of these take a while to load because there's a lot of media that is included in these, but really nice options. Pretty awesome. Then there's split. This basically divides your composition into different frames, sort of like a collage grid. There's also nature. These are really nice effects. They also kind of feel like plotographs a little bit. They're very well done. And then finally, there are frames. And here you can add a variety of different types of frames to your video clip. I've never seen frames with this kind of variety before, so I think this is a really cool option to have. I'm just going to go through and just show you some. Really nice stuff. I love it. There's also, I'll save this first one for last because I just love this little record player. This is so cool. And yeah, that's effects. And the rest of the remaining categories are pretty straightforward. Some of these I covered before. You can add different filters to your image. You can format your project, that is, you can change the aspect ratio. You can make adjustments to the canvas. I'll go ahead and pinch and zoom here because you can change the background color. That's something that you want to do. You can also make the background a texture or image, or you can add blur backgrounds. This is actually very common in a lot of videos where you want the image to be smaller than the background, and it adds a little bit of depth to the image that you happen to be showing. And finally, you can make adjustments, that is, to the brightness, using a scroll bar back and forth to do that, contrast, saturation, sharpness, and so forth. And that is my review of Viamaker, a very comprehensive video editor that is free for Android and iOS. And by the way, this episode was created with Viamaker, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. My name is Tim B.
Check me out next time.